in this section, we're going to be covering things like mashup, sampling, inspo, a bunch of the different crazy things that you can do with uploaded audio. So let's go back into Suno. Let's drag in this piano melody. So we're just going to grab this, click and drag it, and put it where it says drop here to remix. So now we have a ton of options that we can do with this. We can do a cover, which is just like we did in the basic section, where we could turn that melody into a guitar melody or, you know, a rock song, a cinematic song, any type of thing. But they basically have this separated into two categories, which is remix and edit. So remix is doing more creative things like, you know, turning the piano melody into a guitar melody, things like that, or using mashup where you mash that up with another song. Or you can do a sample, which is basically it takes the melody and tries to use what's actually recorded in the context of another song rather than just using the melody. It tries to use the actual audio. And with Inspo, it just takes the overall vibe of the audio and uses that as the basis of whatever generation you want to make. So let's just start with mashup. And I think it would behoove you to know what the definition of mashup is in the context of music in general, because mashups have been a thing way before Suno. So if you've ever heard a DJ take like the instrumental of one song and blend it with the vocal of another song, that's a mashup. You know, like if we've got Billie Jean by Michael Jackson, Billie Jean is not my lover, played over the instrumental of like Back in Black by AC/DC. That would be a Michael Jackson AC/DC mashup. So in Suno, their version of mashup is taking two songs and blending them together in different ways. So let's just go to simple and let's make a mumble rap song about using more ketchup than anybody else. So we're gonna blend together a rap song and a rock song so you can really hear how it comes together. So now let's do a let's say 90s new metal song about loving the taste of ketchup. So we'll make both songs about ketchup, because why not?
Ketchup on my toast, ketchup on my cake, ketchup, I got too much ketchup in my veins. I eat ketchup for dinner, I eat ketchup for breakfast.
All right, so yeah, we'll use that one, and then let's choose one of these rock songs.
I don't know why, it doesn't even matter how hard you try.
Okay, that works. Now we've got a rap song about ketchup and a rock song about ketchup. So I'm going to drag this rock song into the section that says drop here to remix. I'm just going to click overwrite, and I'm going to choose mashup. So now we can drag our rap song about ketchup underneath. Then it gives you these three options. You can use the lyrics from the rap song or the rock song, or you can mash up the lyrics together. So I'm just going to mash up lyrics. And then if you don't like the way that it mashed up the lyrics, you can just mash up lyrics again by clicking this button. And now you can do a prompt for this mashup. If you just want to see what it can do, you can leave this completely blank. But if you want to add your own flavor to it, you know, you could say like rap, rock, a hybrid, but I'm just gonna leave it blank because I kind of like to just see what it does. And let's create this and see what happens.
I love the taste of ketchup. I love the taste of yes sir, you already know what it is. Ketchup on my finger, ketchup on my face, ketchup on my burger. Ketchup for dinner, I eat ketchup for breakfast. When it comes to using ketchup, yeah, I really be the best.
So it's cool how it can like blend the genres in different ways. So the next super duper crazy feature that we're going to go over is sample. So let's take our piano thing from earlier. And we're just going to drag that over here to remix, and we'll go to overwrite. Now in this drop down, we can go to sample, and we can choose what part of this audio we want to sample. I think I'm just going to use this whole thing. But if you only wanted one slice of that, you could shorten it up to like right here. Just to show you how this works, we're going to do the whole thing. And for lyrics, I'm going to keep this on instrumental because I just want to use this to make a rap beat. So in the prompt box, let's just put something like, let's see, this would be good for like conscious hip hop. So I'll put conscious hip hop rap beat. We can put in sampled piano chops, sampled. I've just noticed whenever I say the word sampled, it just seems to work better and actually sample the instrument better. We'll just say MPC drums to give it like more of like a 90s feel. And the same thing with this audio influence, the higher you have this, the more it's going to use your actual sample, but also it can get a little wonky when you have it up as high as like 90 to 100%. I'll actually do that though, just to show you what that sounds like. Let's do one with audio at 100%. We'll do one at 60, one at 40, and then we'll do one at the default 25. Yeah, so the difference with sample mode versus like covering is that Suno is going to take this actual audio file and it's going to try to put it in the context of a song rather than just taking the melody and making a whole new thing. It's going to use the actual audio file in the song. So let's look at sample demo, 100% audio influence, and it's probably not going to sound great. I mean, that's not bad though. Let's try the 60. See, you can see that it's using the actual audio, but it sounds a little bit different, but it's using that exact same piano and the melody. See, that's gas. Let's listen to it at 40% audio influence. Oh, and it added like a little bit of a flourish to it. That's actually crazy. And let's listen to it at the default setting. Yeah, as you can hear, the less and less we do of the audio influence, the more Suno starts taking liberties with the actual melody and the sound of the piano. So if you're doing this whole sampling thing, I would just encourage you just to play around with it because you're going to learn a lot more through your own experience rather than just like what I'm telling you or you seeing it, you know. The last part of this remix section is Inspo. And the way Suno describes it is take loose inspiration, vibe, not specifics. So it's going to take inspiration from this piano melody into the prompt. So, and I actually, to be real, I never really used this, but let's say I'm just going to do sad piano melody. And that's it. I just want to see what it does with that. The audio influence at 25, and we'll do it at 100, and then we'll do it at 40. 40 seems to be the sweet spot for a lot of this stuff. But instead of like making a direct cover of it and doing like the same melody or using the audio file, it's going to use that as inspiration to make. It's kind of like if somebody came to me as a music producer and was like, hey, I want to make something similar to Lollipop by Lil Wayne. You know, I wouldn't just recreate the Lollipop beat. What I would do is take into consideration what makes the lollipop beat sound the way it does. Maybe it's like the simple melody on the synth, like the so I might take that melody and do something like, you know, I don't know, just do another simple melody on a similar synthesizer, and I would look at things like the key and the BPM and try to make it in a similar range and use similar drums. So that's basically what Suno is doing, but the AI version of that. So here is the Inspo at 25% audio influence. And if you hear our original melody, like it's very different, but you know, it has the same sort of piano sound and it has the same type of vibe. And if we do Inspo at 100, I don't know what'll happen. Or the audio influence at 100 on the Inspo. It still didn't copy the melody 100%, so that's cool actually. It got really close though. And then here's Inspo with the audio influence set to 40%. This video is sponsored by the 10,000 Suno Prompts ebook written by ChillPanic. It comes with 200 genres, 50 prompts per genre, and a descriptor page for every genre.